Brisk polling reported from Uttar Pradesh and Manipur in the final phase of assembly elections. 45% voting in 22 seats of Manipur, while 24% voting was reported in 40 seats of Uttar Pradesh by 11 a.m. this morning. Security agencies hint at dangerous terror plot after they gunned down IS operative in Lucknow. Uttar Pradesh DGP says few of the accomplices of the killed terrorists still on the run. The module's network spreads to several states. On the second day of his Gujarat visit, Prime Minister offers prayers at Somnath Temple, says several projects are underway of rapid development of Gujarat. On the occasion of International Women's Day today, President gave away Nari Shakti Awards to women achievers. The award is given to eminent women and institutions in recognition of their service towards the cause of women empowerment. Centre relaxes norms on Aadhaar as proof of identity, says no one will be deprived of the benefits of lack of Aadhaar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated people of Diu for actively participating in government's initiatives of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao and Swachhta Abhiyan. Addressing a felicitation function in Diu, the Prime Minister has said that Centre has initiated many welfare schemes for people of Diu. He also stressed on upliftment of fishermen community and empowerment of women. Prime Minister will today address the National Convention of Women Sarpanch in Gandhinagar on the occasion of International Women's Day. He will give away the award to 10 best performing women sarpanches. Around 6,000 women sarpanchs will be participating in the program jointly organised by Centre and Rural Development Department of Gujarat Government. The two-day International Yoga Fest begins in New Delhi. More than 3,500 participants, including eminent yoga gurus, yoga masters, scholars, policymakers and representatives from 15 to 18 countries will participate in this mega event. Information and Broadcasting Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu inaugurated the fest. Vice President Hamid Ansari returns after his two-day visit to Jakarta, attends 21-nation Indian Ocean Rim Association Summit, presses the country sharing the Indian Ocean to show zero tolerance towards state-sponsored terrorism, and, in an apparent reference to Pakistan, asks them to isolate the backers of the menace. NIA issues notice to Islamic preacher Zakir Naik asking him to appear before it on March 14th in a case filed against him under anti-terror law. His sister too questioned about allegations of money laundering. FIR against Naik and his associates was registered by NIA in November. Naik is believed to be staying in Saudi Arabia to evade arrest. In Kerala, 6 people were arrested from Wayanad for sexually abusing 7 minor girls staying in an orphanage, all under 15 years, for over 2 months. This comes just weeks after the arrest of a priest in neighbouring Kannur district's Kottayur. Indian economy to grow at 7.1% in the current fiscal, says global rating agency Fitch. Fitch expects Indian GDP would pick up to 7.7% in the next 2 years. It says GDP numbers look surprising, but the rating agency expects policy interest rate to stay at its current level of 6.25%. In UK, government suffers second Brexit defeat in the House of Lords as peers backed by 366 votes to 268, calls for a meaningful parliamentary vote on the final terms of withdrawal. The previous defeat was on the issue of guaranteeing the rights of European Union citizens. Ravichandran Ashwin and Ravindra Jadeja become first pair of spinners to jointly top in ICC player rankings for test bowlers. Team India scripts incredible comeback victory in Bengaluru test against Australia to level the series. Google's International Women's Day doodle honoured female pioneers who have paved way for women to where we are today. The search engine giant has chosen to honour the pioneer women in various fields, ranging from arts and fashion to science and space travel.